And in Plateau, a 200-level computer science student of the Plateau State University is confirmed to be among those killed Thursday midnight when suspected bandits invaded some communities in Bokkos local government area. Some students of the university, angered by the killing of their colleagues, took to the streets in protest, calling for the withdrawal of the military task force protecting the community. They took the action to the military checkpoint, where it was alleged that stray bullets hit two of the protesters. The Commissioner for Information and Communication, Plateau State, Musa Ashoms, confirmed the development to journalists.
In Bokkos local government, there is a community very close to the Plateau State University, which is called Chikam, where a pregnant woman was killed and a 5-year-old baby was also killed alongside a 200-level computer science student of the Plateau State University. So in the morning, students carried the corpse and went around the school in protest. So that harvested a lot of emotions, and at the end of the day, there was a lot of protest in that community, and it got to a point that 2 students were shot. But we thank God that the situation has been controlled. They were saying they do not want the military in that community. Then, lo and behold, assailants trooped in with their guns and they were shooting sporadically, where people had to run for their dear lives.
Mr. Ashoms joins us live on TVC News at 10. Thank you for joining us, Plateau State Commissioner for Information and Communication. What more does the state government know about this attack, particularly those behind it, and for what purpose?
This is a sad situation. If we know the attackers, we would have arrested them even before attacking our community. It is the duty of the security operatives to nip in the bud this kind of behavior, to even stop it before it happens because of the intelligence they have gathered. But in the event that they outsmart the security architecture that we have in Nigeria, it is expected that when these dastard acts are committed, people are arrested and brought to book. This book we have been talking about in Nigeria for a long time should have been filled by now. When the event that they've not been brought to book, you always have these killings. You talk about Birningwari, you talk about Kuriga, you talk about Bokkos, you talk about Zavara, you talk about Katsina, you talk about the Northeast as a whole. We cannot continue in 2024 to be counting losses on a daily basis like this. Nigeria is supposed to be a great country. We have what it takes to get out of this kind of quagmire. And as a government, we are sad with the situation, and we are calling for the arrest of these perpetrators so that this act will be put to an end. You see, today our students had to vacate the school environment for their safety, for the sanity of the environment too. Because at some point when the students were calling us, we were hearing sporadic gunshots from left, right, and center and everywhere. We want to thank God that the military intervened and the situation is calm now, but we prefer to have a situation whereby our students will go about their examinations without fearing for their lives.
Indeed.
You know, the school has suffered a lot. They've been at home for a while. They just resumed not long ago to continue with academic activities. And today, this is what is happening.
Mr. Ashoms, talking about the students during a protest today, they called for the withdrawal of the military task force protecting the area. What's your assessment of the confidence of the people in the ability of the military to protect them?
When assailants come to your community today and they take lives, and go to another community and they take lives, and they come day in, day out, and you hear them all over Nigeria, your trust for the military will begin to wane. Will begin to grow cold. Will begin to faint naturally. I don't think they are wrong by doing that. Once these kind of issues don't come up, you know that the trust level will be high, will be heightened. The issue is that your classmate or your friend or someone that you saw, someone that wrote exams day before yesterday and is hoping to finish this semester and move to 300 level, then you wake up in the morning and you find this cadaver or in the pool of blood. You definitely lose confidence in the state. It shouldn't get to a point where these young people, where these people that are full of life, where these people that are vibrant, that are full of energy, vitality, and vigor begin to lose hope in the country, begin to lose hope in the security of the country. It is quite appalling. It is disheartening. As a government, we're not happy with the situation. But when people speak because of what they've seen, because of what has happened to them, you cannot be politically right. You cannot just come and say, okay, they are wrong. For me, they were right to have demanded for that, but we do not have an alternative. We cannot take the law in our hands. We cannot take up arms. That was why we asked the management of the school, the student union government, and the gatekeepers of the school to calm the situation, to calm the students, so that we do not have more casualties. We've cried enough. We've had bloodshed enough. We've spilled enough blood, and we wouldn't want more. So we are appealing to the students to calm down. But majority of them have even vacated the environment because they do not know what will happen. If in broad daylight, assailants will come with the effrontery and with the affront rather to take guns to begin to shoot everywhere sporadically. If you saw the videos, you will see students scampering for their lives. You see them going down in a military manner as if they are soldiers.
I hear you clearly, Mr. Ashoms, but is there hope on the horizon for the people on the plateau? What kind of collaboration are you getting from the federal government, I mean, in terms of real support and help?
The military is in the hands of the federal government. They came in handy. When we spoke with the SA security in the morning, he had spoken to the GOC of Operation Safe Haven, the commander of Operation Safe Haven. The commissioner of police has also mobilized people to go on site. I think that is why we have some respite now. If not, the situation would have escalated. For the people to wield such powers in broad daylight, you know that they were ready and you know that they came to sack the community. But we thank God that the military intervened. We're only saying that they should redouble their efforts. We're not saying they are asleep. The thing is overwhelming, we understand, but we need to change our tactics and we need to suppress insurrection so that Nigeria will not become like a banana republic, so that this behavior will not continue, because people are watching us as a country. Serious people everywhere in the world are watching what is happening here. We cannot continue in this manner.
Mr. Musa Ashoms is Commissioner for Information and Communication in Plateau State. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for having me, Ifemi. God bless Plateau State.